It's good. I have a good show today, man. We're gonna talk about it, man. I see that Meat Mill, 21 Savage, did the Clubhouse thing again. King Ernie versus JoJo Capone. Man, I don't know what's going on out here, man. What's good, man? Top of the morning. Good morning to everybody, man. Peace to all my guys. Peace to all my good people out there. Wanted to talk about it, man. I wanted to I seen Poundside Park came out too, said everybody trying to get him to get going to the clubhouse and having a talk. You know what I'm saying? He was basically saying he got a phone, so if y'all want to hit me up and have a conversation, let's do that. The clubhouse thing is growing bigger than I could ever imagine. You know what I mean? All the free content that they giving away is an interesting platform to me. But I guess it's a place where they go at and discuss some of the tough topics that we see in hip hop and just in general. But like I say, that's it's crazy, man. But I did want to talk about some of the things Meat was talking about, as far as like the shade room, and I heard the young lady come out and say that Academic owns his own page, so he able to freely do the things that he want to do compared to somebody working for Shade Room or TMZ or these other outlets. You know what I mean? And her being a minority into the group. You know what I mean? And people all around holding her responsible for the content that they putting out. And how do I feel about what Meek was saying? How the Shade Room will post something negative about him and Nikki, but not post the things of the honorable stuff that he doing. You know what I mean? I always say it's all about clicks. You know what I mean? It's clicks, but I feel like the Shade Room platform is so big at this point. DJ Vlad and academics that they can really post whatever they want and people gonna watch it. But I just think a lot of times is the energy that comes off of the actual negativity is what bring people, draw people in to actually watch that content. And I think that's why they continuously put out the negative more than the positive, even though the negative is tearing down the characters of the people, you know what I mean, that's trying to change their life or change what they're trying to do. It's the same equivalent of academics changing his page up. He changed it up 100%. It's like hella different compared to what it used to be, and people still don't give him credit for that. Me, I identify that academics have changed the way he do his thing, his page and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Vlad is Vlad. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Vlad. The only thing with Vlad is I just feel like he made a mistake here and there, but that's it. But other than that, Vlad been giving people that's lost their career in rap and stuff opportunities to resurge themselves. Basically, I've seen him resurge a lot of people's careers. Now, if we want to talk good things about Vlad, that's what he have done. He resurged a lot of careers and he put them before us that people I didn't even know nothing about. Like I never knew nothing about Lord Jamar. First time I learned about Lord Jamar was through DJ Vlad. You know, what I mean, a lot of the guys that come up there, some of the guys, new artists and stuff like that, I never heard of. Once they come on Vlad, I mean, the world get an opportunity to see them. I mean, minus the negative shit. Like, if we gonna do that, we got to do that with everybody platform because I feel like, well, let's go to the rap music. And when you listen to the rap music, it ain't all positive. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we got to hold everybody accountable for what they putting out to the people. And then if we're gonna look at one person, which is academics and Vlad in the shade room, we got to look at ourselves in the mirror and say, what is we putting out to the people too? You know, what I mean, this is why when I was looking at the dirt thing, he was talking about smoking on. I mean, everybody talking about smoking on the dead people and stuff like that, or making songs in reference of dead people in a disrespectful tone. We got to ask ourselves how we doing Black Lives Matter and stuff like that. You know what I mean? That's what I was saying the whole time. It's like it's identifying that it is an issue there. That's why I was saying what Meat was saying made a lot of sense. But like I told you, it's about clicks and likes and they trying to get a story that will pop and bring interest to whatever page they doing. You know what I mean? Me on my platform, I posted the Meat Meal joint as I'm building and growing my Instagram and my YouTube channel right now. I mean, I'm posting it good. I'm posting everything because you need to see that, be transparent and be able to show people that no matter who you are in the world, it's both sides to the story, and it's more clarity when people can see you in all those spaces. You know what I mean? Even with Meat Mill giving the kids $20, he was talking about that, and he was like, most of the people drive right past those people. You know what I mean? Instead of giving them something. You know what I mean? At least I gave him something. He said the internet made it into something different. I mean, if you post stuff like that, it's gonna always. That's the thing I was trying to tell all these new rap niggas or anybody that's a celebrity or a superstar. When you get into the game, this is what you signing up for. The bloggers, all the other shit. You can complain about it all you want to. It's gonna always be there because this is what happened to the Tupacs and Biggies before they had the social media. You know what I mean, you had the sources and all these different hip hop magazines that would put out these articles and stuff like that. Now, like Jay Z was saying, everybody's writing articles now. They ain't gotta be having to go underneath nobody to be no boss. You got the academics, all these different people. Nobody needs to go to all these different outlets to try to get an opportunity. Everybody's doing it themselves now. Self-employed, owning your own business now. It's like it's a different energy, a different thing now. So it's like nobody waiting for nobody no more for opportunity. They going out there and taking it. Me, man, like I said, I was listening to Shady Black, Shady, right? He was talking about Oskino, and I say this whole idea came from me doing YouTube, all that shit came from Oskino, like, because I was watching, I'm a big state property guy, Beanie Siegel, Young Chris, Neef, you know what I mean, Petey Crack, you know what I'm saying, Freeway, you know what I mean. So I come from that era. So I was watching Oskino join. That's where I got the ideas and stuff from. You know what I mean? Like I say, he said Oskino helped a lot of people in city. You know what I mean, guys that was coming up in Philly. You know what I mean? And people don't. He say give more love than get back. I say I do that. I say I understand that type of thing, man. Sometimes it be that way. Like sometimes I reach out, show love to people, but they don't show the same love back. But like I say, me as a man, I can't hold it as a personal thing. You know what I mean? I just let it be what it be. I mean, and my walk and believing in the faith of God, like whatever I'm trying to do is gonna get to the level I wanted to get to just by being dedicated to my craft. You know what I mean, learning, building, and becoming stronger each and every day. You know what I'm saying? Like I told you before, it's the work ethic, I believe. You know what I mean? That's it. You know what I mean? So like I said, it's a lot of right with Meek Mill is saying because it's like if I'm gonna show you this side and then we're gonna talk about that side, we also gotta talk about the good side. And I feel like as a blogger, as a person in general, we not perfect in any form of fashion. You're gonna see all clips. That's why the other day I was talking about my mistakes because I feel like you gotta be transparent because ain't nobody out here perfect. Everybody make mistakes. You know what I mean? Everybody do things that may not be responsible or may not be something that everybody agree with. You know what I mean? Once again, me shout out my city, man, Norfolk, Virginia, Tyler Park, man. I just seen our buildings getting towed down. I said, oh man, they starting the process already, man. Shout out to the whole Norfolk, Virginia, whole Virginia area, Richmond, everything, man. Shout out to all the states that watch and enjoy the show. You feel me? I respect everybody all over, West Coast, East Coast, you know what I mean? Detroit, Philadelphia, you know what I'm saying? North Carolina, South Carolina, Atlanta, Georgia, you know what I mean? Detroit, Florida, you know what I mean? New Orleans. I know everybody be in the crib, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I feel like that conversation has been going on for a while. I see Pine Side Pop, what he say? They trying to put him in the clubhouse. He ain't with it, huh? I get it. You know what I mean? I feel you. Oh man, then the King Ernie Jojo Capone situation. Basically, what Jojo Capone was saying is that he felt like King Ernie is doing stuff in a personal way. He ain't like, for instance, when we look at King Ernie, we looking at his page is basically giving us factual information on the guys that's ratting and telling out here. Basically, what Jojo Capone was saying is like he been doing that for a while, but sometimes he get into his emotional thing with the shady thing. Basically, what he's saying, he basically saying shady ain't never tell. Basically, you know what I mean. I think that's what the issue is, and I think Ernie and I guess Leet Mars got a problem with Shady. My only issue with Shady was the thing that I've been was saying before. I feel like that they was once your brothers. The thing he was doing on the internet. That's all I was looking at, and I was like, dang, bro, like that. We could have just waited, man. Just wait. I mean, sometimes everybody got different timelines, but I just say when you go to the internet, it just changed the temperature on everything. Cause now you got so many people talking. That's why Pound Side Pop probably was saying what he's saying. Cause once you have a conversation in the clubhouse, it go to the bloggers, it go everywhere. Not everybody discussing something y'all could have discussed behind closed doors. But I feel like they making a clubhouse thing to try to diffuse the negative images and the negative things that's been pouring into the industry. You know what I mean? Like for instance, Meek was talking about Nicki got a baby, he got a baby. Why is the narrative about two black individuals is about destroying one another. Like heck no. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it don't take nothing for me to get upset and try to hurt harm this guy, or this guy get upset and try to harm me. But like I say, the narrative should always be that we trying to diffuse all of that in the community. That's like we wake up every day and see and hear about those type of activities. I mean, if we can put a stop to that, or change the narrative of all that, that would be the goal. You know what I mean? But like I say before, it's like the responsibility is not just Meat Mill, it's the community itself. They have to accept the fact that some of the things that's going on, like he was saying, what he said, like 500 people getting hit up and gone and stuff like that. That's 500 murder. I mean, as well as this is the thing. This is the thing I was trying to say about Meat Mill too, right? I feel like he's one of my favorite rappers. I like him a lot, right? But this the thing I be feeling about with these artists. They still believe, they still looking at themselves as regular people, and I think that's the biggest issue that they fucking up at. You know what I'm saying? And then he was saying something about like when he give back, people look at him crazy, this and that. Listen, man, nothing, absolutely nothing you do is not gonna be in an opinion of somebody feelings. You know what I mean? So basically, you can give a kid $100,000. They're gonna be like, "Dang, why you ain't give me 100,000? Or why you ain't do this? Or you put one, two, three kids some Jordans? Or why you ain't buy my kids no Jordans?" They're gonna always do that. That's what it is. You in the spotlight. You know what I mean? So everything that you're doing is under a microscope. So no matter how much good shit you do or how much you put out, your character as a man and as a person gotta always feel like I did my best. You know what I mean? So, but like I say, they gonna talk regardless. You know what I mean? That's just what it is when you a celebrity or a superstar. I'm like, I was listening to that shit. I'm like, bro, like even the Tuski shit. I'm like, my nigga, y'all niggas gotta know that this what you signed up for. It's the equivalent of a street nigga, a nigga signing up to the street life and then get 50 years and talking about he want to snitch. You signed up for your obligations, your credentials is to never snitch, to never tell. That's what it is. Period. So with signing up for rap, acting, or any thing in the music industry, you signed it up for people to talk about you, to say this and say that. You know what I mean? That's just what it is. That's what come with the industry. You know what I mean? But I agree with him when he said, "Why is they not posting the positive?" They not posting the positive because don't nobody want to see that. They want to see drama and chaos. They'd rather see that than to see, especially our culture, bro. It's the equivalent of how can you live in the neighborhood, right? And I say this, and I don't get, it's not no racist about what I'm about to say. I'm just being honest about what I'm saying. Listen to me. You can live in the neighborhood, right? And listen, follow what I'm saying, right? You can live in the neighborhood. It could be all black people. You can have like, let's say you have in the neighborhood, you got like 20 black people living in the neighborhood. You got like 10 white people. Why is it that the black people always rob the black people? Why do we always hurt the other black person? Why is that? You coming out the mall, you got your stuff on. The white couple walk out, the black guy don't rob them. The black couple come out, the black guy rob them. It's like this how it is, dog. Like and niggas be like that, Charlie, you tripping? No, I'm not. Like it just be like that, man. Like half the time when I growing up as a kid and niggas used to do shit like that, they didn't rob the white people coming out of the mall. They always got the black person. You know what I mean? That's just what it was, man. It's just like that's what I'm saying. When you look at those outlets and stuff like that, you're looking at people to change the narrative of what used to be. You know what I mean? The negativity, basically, man. You're trying to dial it down. You know what I mean? Before it becomes something different. Like, can you imagine somebody having a baby and the biggest discussion is Meek Mill and Nicki Minaj boyfriend beefing and having a fight? It's like at that point you like, what the fuck is that? You know what I'm saying? I get what he was saying with that. I get it. Now, some people say it's just blogging. No, it's not really blogging. If you creating a narrative of the blogging, it's different if you on a page and you see Meek Mill actually on his Instagram saying some shit like, "Oh yeah, F Nicki Minaj," and them and that. If he on his platform saying that, then you have a right to blog or do whatever. But if this man ain't on this platform saying that shit, and y'all just creating a narrative, now you niggas is creating some fantasy shit. Now we going back to the old academics when he was doing all that Warren Chirac creating characters and the Reaper, Grand Reaper, and the demons and all that shit. Like now we creating a story, bro, that for nothing. Like that'll be it's dishonorable and it's just wrong, my nigga. Like how you create a story off some shit that ain't even like they said that shit was a year ago. You know what I'm saying? You bring up some shit from a year ago just to spike some shit. Like that's no like the lady say sometimes we don't got control this and that whoop the whoop. But I'm with Meek with that. We gotta hold them niggas accountable for that shit. Man. Ain't no blogging shit. I see, like, for instance, Quando Rondo shit, right? Nigga saying some crazy shit. Niggas posted, but that's something he had that day. You talking about some shit that happened a year ago, and you doing it with the Meek thing. I'm like, I'm lost with that. I don't even know why niggas did that. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's with real. If that was, he was elaborating. I don't know if he was just like saying something or was that real. I mean, because I didn't check and see, but if that's what he's saying, they did. That was some foul ass shit to me. I gotta keep it a buck. Like that, you know, that a year ago and you post some shit like that. What was that about? What was that? To put out energy of them beefing again or having an issue again? It's like if this, like I said, like I said this shit the other day, man. People is people, right? Like they may not never like each other, but the thing is, what he's trying to say is y'all niggas trying to throw oil on the fire to make it something. The fire is all the way out now. Y'all got little sparks there, then you gonna put some more fucking oil on it to make the blaze go up. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what he's trying to say, brother, with that shit. You know what I mean? And then they were PNP Rock and Meek were talking about the beef in the city and how shit the young boys ain't really trying to listen to all that positive shit. You know what I mean? Because niggas really losing shit and shit really going on and stuff like that. I'm like, bro, this is reality, bro. Reality is that people will gravitate to things that they feel like would cause them or give them more success. It's the equivalent of a person telling somebody, let's go to school and let's get an education so we can further our business. They'd rather sell drugs because it's a quicker thing for them and they're looking at the flashy things. It take a person to be conditioned very, very well to be doing the legal stuff and going to college and all of that. And the belief of it all is the reason why you would see so many girls strip and so many guys sell drugs is because they believe this is the quicker way, this is the better way. You know what I mean? It's the conditioning of the brain of how they thinking. You know what I mean? Was a person like me, I feel like I can do things honest and I can do it the right way. It may not come today or tomorrow, but if I keep putting in the forth of effort and believing in what I do, I mean, I believe it'll grow. You know what I mean? I just think everything's like that. Like Meek Mill ain't just all of a sudden just started rapping and then became this big time rapper. That nigga was conditioned to be a great rapper, and that's what the fuck he is today. A great multi-million dollar rapper. You know what I mean? He conditioned himself. You seen him as a kid rapping. You seen him freestyling and battling niggas and shit like that. You just seen it. He was conditioning himself for that moment. You know what I mean? And I think a lot of times in life, people don't condition themselves for that moment. They just condition themselves for whatever's the quick thing, the microwave type of situation. Why you will see a good person have a good woman or a good man, and they will fuck it up because they don't identify love. It's the same thing. People don't identify success. You know what I mean? So the only way they look at success is by doing criminal activity. So yeah, you can have those conversations with niggas. Niggas ain't gonna hear that shit because they want to hear what makes sense to them. And what it was conditioned to make sense to them is the drug dealer up the street got a Benz. He got Jordans on his feet. He got the best girl in the neighborhood. The same the chick that's with that guy that's stripping and this and that. She got the best purses. She got the best shoes. She got the best cars. Her house look good. You know what I'm saying? That's what they saying. You know what I mean? And like I told you before, it's like that's what they conditioned to believe. You know what I mean? I'm just giving you factual. I can't come up here on no fake shit. And I feel like what PNB Rock and what Meek was trying to say is that it ain't too late if you willing to change, but we can't hold Meek Mill and fucking PNB Rock for a whole entire city. These niggas can come out and speak just like Will Smith, but we gotta people in the community gotta also hold themselves accountable by going out there and believing in themselves. See, Nipsey was trying to create a community where people would be educated enough to have the opportunities to go to these colleges to change their background and their life. And like I said before, the kid got to actually want to go to college. He got to actually want to go to school. You know what I mean? But like I say, sometimes the household can be really damaging and messed up. That's why you see people like Oprah and different people try to make these different schools and stuff like that where the kids can be there, stay there, and get away from the drug infested things. There's a lot of basketball players and stuff like that that's doing that because they need that. It's like literally, man. And I ain't gonna put nobody's name out there, nothing like that. But me growing up as a kid, man, I seen it like where people was on crack to the point that their daughters was with them all day. You know what I mean? And like in crack houses, like little daughters was with them and shit like that. And the kid don't go to school, maybe go there. They been up all night long, running around with their mom and daddies, and you know what I mean, and they out there smoking that stuff. So like I say, it's you're asking a lot from a kid that's going through hell, basically, is what I'm trying to say. So, but still, it's the person. They have the desire to want something different. And like I say, sometimes people get consumed with the black hole. This is what I was talking about the other day. The black hole, once you get free from the black hole and you're out of it, and then you still putting poison into the people that's in the community. It's like, as a leader, it's like, what is you doing? That's why when I looked at Dirt and he was like, it's the lion wine in me. I'm like, damn, my nigga. I never even looked at Dirt as that type of nigga. I always looked at him as an honorable, respectable guy. But if that's how you carrying it, I'm just like, I could never look at him nothing but just an industry rapper. You know what I mean? That's why I was saying with Meek Mill, we always looked at Meek Mill as a transparent person. So like I said, with the kid thing and stuff like that, it's gonna be a conversation because people gonna feel the way they feel. I think what's his name, Willie D from the yeah, Willie D. He was explaining, the OG was explaining it, right? He was saying something like he would have gave $20 too because he gives so much all the time. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's what Meek probably was saying. Like, I don't just drive past these guys. I see them, I identify, and I always look out. You know what I mean? But like I say, it's gonna be a everybody opinion on how they want to feel about that scenario or situation. You know what I mean? Because they looking at they pocket watching basically. You know what I mean? That's what it be a lot of times, a lot of pocket watching. You know what I mean? So like, oh yeah, you got this and that. So yeah, I want you to do this and that. But it's like, how many of you actually giving back to them kids with water? You know what I'm saying? Like, how many of y'all just walked past them and y'all had a pocket full of money? You know what I mean? So the question would be is, if you're gonna criticize him, have you actually looked in the mirror at yourself? And that's the thing that people don't do, and they don't never do that. You know what I'm saying? But like I say, for them as artists and people that's in the public, it's like, bro, they gonna do that shit. I don't give a fuck how good you try to be. They gonna always minimize it or always have something to say about it. No matter what you gave back, no matter what you're doing, it's gonna always be that. It's how T.I. was one of the most respected guys in hip hop, and now he's looked at as a guy to play with. You know what I'm saying? It's like how the imagery changed because of social media and blogs and all of that. Like T.I.'s image and how he looked today is not how we looked at him as the king of the South. You know what I'm saying? It's like his image is not the same anymore. You know what I mean? It just changed, and it's all internet popularity and shit like that. It's just like it changed the image of Ti. Like when we look at Ti, it ain't the same Ti we used to seeing. You know what I mean? Rubber Band Man and all that type of shit. Like man, like when niggas look at Ti now, they don't look at the same guy. You know what I'm saying? Is that growth? No, it's the internet, it's the blogging, it's all of that shit. It's just like it's so consistent at this point that if you putting out stuff that's distasteful, like for instance that King Von shit, it's just like that would ruin you. Like shit like that would ruin you, man. You know what I'm saying? It would just ruin you all the way, dog. It would just ruin you all the way. Yeah, like I say, man, I was trying to figure out what was going on with the King Ernie and the King Ernie and the goddamn Jojo Capone got Jojo Capone. I'm like, what the hell just happened with that? So it's all because of Shady again, huh? I said, man, that's a wild thing right there, man. All the way wild. But like I said, it be like that sometimes, man. You stand next to somebody enemy, man, they rocking with you, then all of a sudden it's just the shit just all turned black. It's crazy.